pleasure to introduce James J. Valentini, Dean of Columbia College and Vice President for Undergraduate Education. A member of Columbia's faculty since 1990, Dean Valentini has led Columbia's Chemistry Department as chair and served as director of the Chemistry Department's Undergraduate Studies Program, Summer Session Chemistry Program, and National Science Foundation's Research Experience for Undergraduates program. Most importantly, he has been dedicated to teaching many undergraduate and graduate chemistry lecture courses, has developed and taught research seminars for first-year students and seniors, and recently designed the course Energy and Energy Conservation for the core science requirement. Dean Valentini earned his Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry from the University of Pittsburgh, his Master's of Science degree in chemistry from the University of Chicago, and his PhD in chemistry from the University of California, Berkeley, and completed postdoctoral work at Harvard University. His research focuses on chemical reaction dynamics and the spectroscopy of molecular transients. Dean Valentini is a longtime supporter of Columbia College and has worked on many university committees and with many groups on curriculum matters, undergraduate affairs, faculty governance, and tenure. The Alumni Association Board worked very closely with Dean Valentini over the last year when he was serving as interim dean. We see him as a passionate, dedicated leader and partner. We couldn't be more thrilled that he will be the new dean, permanent dean, and taking our community forward. Please join me in welcoming Dean Valentini.
Thank you, Kira. Thank you. Welcome to all of you. Convocation is a word that derives from the past participle of the Latin verb convocare, which means to call together, which we have done today, call you all together to celebrate a beginning in the lives of you new students in the class of 2016 and your parents and other family members. We also call you together through a different name at commencement to celebrate an ending and a beginning, an ending of your college career and a beginning of your postgraduate life. These are the two times during the academic year that we wear so-called academic regalia. This costume that I am wearing is referred to that. You know Columbia as a world leader in teaching and research. We have a brilliant and spectacular faculty who will be your instructors, your mentors, your guides, who will sponsor you in research and prepare you for professional life of very many kinds. But you probably are not aware that Columbia is a leader in many other ways as well, and has been over its entire 258-year history, including in academic regalia. A meeting was held at Columbia in 1895, which resulted in something called the Intercollegiate Code of Academic Costume, which governs the form of the thing I am wearing and the thing that faculty in front of me are wearing. Not only were we the home of the discussion of that, but the pattern of this academic regalia is based on Columbia statutes at the time. So Columbia was a leader even in these costumes. Now this regalia has insignias and color to designate rank and organization. It is, as the title I just read says, a uniform. It is in some ways like a military uniform. My particular uniform doesn't have a color for Columbia because, as Kira has just described to you, I do not hold a degree from Columbia. Columbia has a very special color. It's the color of this hat and that flag. This is a very famous color, this sky blue. The audience has lots of technical and artistic people in it, so I'll tell you that that color is actually Pantone 292. It is a very specific color. And for the engineers that we have here, I will tell you it's RGB 117178221, so that you can produce it anytime. But this color, like our university, is very famous. So famous that it's known as Columbia Blue, literally Columbia Blue, where it appears. It's used in the uniforms of the Denver Nuggets, Kansas City Royals, the Tennessee Titans. So whatever professional sport you're interested in, it will appear there. you need to know this color because it is ours. 9 of our new students already know this color really well. Myra Lee Ben Cosme, Sarah Yee, Max Lawton, Calvin Tiandra, Jaykar Nayak, Amarta Rajaram, Kevin Tyan, Alec Davison, and Krista Shen all went to high schools at which Columbia blue was an official color. So, in some ways, they're not such new students. Before you graduate, I will know something about all 533 men and 560 women in this class by 2016, but I already know you're special. I know that because in the 22 years I've been at Columbia, I have taught many students, that literally thousands, and when I teach a class, no matter how large nor small, I ask students to send me a short biography via email, which most students, is voluntary. Most students are happy to do that. The one thing most of us are happy talking about is ourselves. I have learned a lot about students, Columbia students, and I have learned from that how really special you are. Now, you know you're special because you were admitted to this class. As Brianna already told you, you are the 7%. You were admitted to that percent based on our judgment of you being best able to profit from and contribute to the undergraduate experience at Columbia. And I will expect you to both profit from and contribute to. Someone said college is the reward for surviving high school. I have 3 sons, and in each case, I think that probably was the case. I would like you to enjoy that reward. Take advantage of all that the college, the university, and the city has to offer, and in fact, all that the world has to offer, because we are truly a global institution. As you may know, we have global centers in Paris, Santiago, Istanbul, Nairobi, Amman, Mumbai, and Beijing, so that the opportunities you have for global education are enormous. Actually, you have an enormous range of choices of many kinds. More than 100 majors and concentrations, several hundred study abroad programs, literally thousands of opportunities for research, internships, and mentorships with faculty here and elsewhere. A choice of that range can be stressful. I have only one piece of advice for you students in that making those choices. Trust yourself. I have only one piece of advice for your parents. Parents, trust your student. You will know what to do. You will know intuitively what to do, and you should follow your passion. College itself, even without these choices, can be extremely stressful. Brianna's already talked about that. When I went to college, which was now a very long time ago, but a day like this I remember very clearly, it was a trying time for me. I grew up in a small town. I didn't know anyone who had gone to college except the nuns and priests who taught at my school. My grandparents hadn't finished high school. My father didn't finish my grandparents didn't finish grade school. My father hadn't finished high school. I didn't know what I was doing. There was one word to describe how I felt: terrified. But I survived. I guess I more than survived, and you will too. The experience of being here is the prize. It is not your diploma. You will get a diploma. Well, not all of you. A few of you will decide to transfer. I will forgive you that adolescent misjudgment. We will always be happy to welcome you back. The rest of you will receive a diploma on class day, May 17, 2016. There are 1,359 days between today and that day. I want you to enjoy them all. The Buddha said there is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. That's profound and simple, perhaps profound because it is so simple, but like any great idea, there are many ways to express it, and there's another that I am quite fond of. There used to be a poster at the ramp to the service area at BMW of Manhattan that said, "Happiness isn't just around the corner, happiness is the corner." So I want you to view your college experience as one giant sweeping curve. I want you to take it flat out in 6th gear on the edge of adhesion. If you do that, you will be successful, you will be happy, and you will reap the rewards of being here. And now to parents, I know this is a day of complicated emotions. It's a bittersweet moment. You're probably feeling elated, but also concerned. You're feeling great pride, but also sadness at the departure of one of your children. I remember this feeling well as well when I took my oldest son to the University of Chicago some years ago, and remember the difficulty and the complicated emotions that I experienced, which I suspect many of you are experiencing, although perhaps others of you are thinking, thank God they're out of the house. Class day is the bittersweet moment for me as dean, in the same way today is for you, and I feel the same emotions then. In the meantime, your children become our children and mine for the next 4 years. I love them, not in the way you can as a parent, but I love them as dean because they are the treasure of the college. You can stay connected with us and with them even though you're not here, because we have events for you each year that allow you to return to campus and be involved in campus life. In between, I recommend that you read Blog and Spectator online. They are the real window to student life at Columbia. And if you want to stay truly connected, I recommend you paint a room in your house Columbia blue. Just go to your local paint store and tell them Pantone 292, and they will make it for you. And if you don't remember that, just drive to your local Home Depot and ask for Martha Stewart Living Cloudless Day, which is Columbia blue. Now, I can't promise you a cloudless day today, although it's not so cloudy right now, thank God. But my goal is to make Columbia College experience so good that when your sons and daughters come to graduation on May 17, 2016, they will say that this is the best college experience anywhere in the world, and I hope that they do indeed say that.